to talk to you about the basic white tee. From my opinion, it is an essential item in your wardrobe. When I work in women's wardrobes, there is often t-shirts in there, there is no structure to them, they're something cheap that they've bought for somewhere they're going, and they don't understand that actually making the decision on a white t-shirt can be an investment. So today I've got the Witchery Essentials t-shirt on. It is a scoop neck, cap sleeves. I like it in summer because it lets me breathe. I don't sweat so much in it. And it's got the scoop both at the front and at the back, which is really flattering and gives us nice soft lines. The Witchery price point, I believe, is around $29.95. The fabric is really soft, it washes well. This one is probably 12 months old. It has been soaked in a bit of nappy sand to get it whiter on a number of occasions. And something that I would advocate most of us do with our white pieces. This is also part of the Witchery Essentials collection. So this is what they call the crew with the tails. You can see at the back, it's got a nice pleat, which is a bit more dressy. It's got slightly longer sleeves, which some people like because it disguises parts of them they're not overly fussed on. The neckline is crew neck. So for me, I'm not fussed on a crew neckline. So I feel you're a bit limited with what you can do with it. So I don't like a necklace sitting up trying to fight with the neckline here. So what you could do is add a longer necklace to it, which gives you a nice V. So it is a lot more roomy around the middle, which is a bonus for a lot of people. The scoop sits in really nice places, very similar to the Jacuba one. The fabric is fantastic. But for me, I have one or two of these in my wardrobe and I tend to not wear it because of the neckline. When I put a jacket over it, I feel like it's too high and it's not giving me much shape, and limits how I can dress it up and dress it down. Having said that, some people obviously really like the idea of having a higher neckline. They don't like their décolletage, they're trying to disguise it. So this could work for them. I'm just going to put on a different style necklace so you can see that it can get dressed up. And it might not be my favourite, but I can guarantee that others will really like it. So the price point is $39.95. It does go on sale from time to time, but it's generally not the white, it will be whatever their specialty colour is. This is the Jacuba white t-shirt. Again, it's got the cap sleeves. I really like the fact that it's just a little bit more roomy around here. A lot of my ladies like to have a bit more room around the middle because it's a bit they're trying to disguise. It's got the nice scoop here, so it's giving you a nice feminine line at the front, slightly lower at the back, which we like. The cap sleeves, lots of air. The neckline gives you lots of options for different necklaces. Shows off your boobs, be like that, without it being too much. A deeper scoop would give you a much bigger cleavage. So this would be, this price point, I think they're $39.95. They generally have a sale where you buy one, you get one basic half price. So I have these in a khaki, a white and a navy. Okay, this is the Country Road. This is their long plain white tee. It is a favourite of mine for very casual attire. So I will wear this with cargo pants, I will wear it for travelling because it covers my back. But it's not something I feel I can dress up too much, mainly because it's got the pocket detail on here. So as soon as you have a pocket, it limits what you can do to dress something up. To me, it just makes it look super casual. I'm also not a huge fan of the neckline, but when it's casual, I don't mind. I probably wouldn't put a necklace on with it anyway. The sleeves are quite loose so I can breathe. I think it's a great travel shirt, but it's definitely not something that I would put into a wardrobe as for huge utilisation. Great casual one, the fabric's great, washes and wears really well. I think the price point's $39.95. And they generally have these long tees in their stock all the time. This is the style of t-shirt I see all the time, and it's very unusual for someone to utilise it well in their wardrobe. This is a cheap the brand Factory t-shirt, and it's something that I would probably end up getting thrown out in a wardrobe when we do a wardrobe makeover. So it doesn't do much for you. See how the lines sit right at a space. This is the spot that I am trying to disguise because it's something I'm not overly fussed with. It's the largest part, top of my thighs. Sits right across the bottom here. There's no shape, it's a square, so it doesn't, you'd have to pull it in to give you some sort of feminine shape here. Again, the neckline's quite masculine. It's a crew neck. I see them as a masculine style. It hasn't got pockets, so you can put some necklaces and things over it. Some people may fold this up because the cap sleeve just looks a little bit softer. It's not something I would put into your must-haves, and something that probably won't wash and wear. At $15, I think it was 2 for $20 actually. 2 for $20, it's a cheap item. Who knows where it's come from? Who knows the person that made it? Yeah, not the best quality t-shirt that I've put on. Okay, this is a Supre t-shirt. It's not a bad t-shirt. I think they're $15 a hit. It's something that will probably not wash and wear particularly well. It's straight across the bottom. The fabric is quite thin. Again, it's got for me, it's got the crew neck, which I'm not overly fussed of. It does have the cap sleeves, although this one's just a little bit tighter than some of the others. I'm taking a guess that the fabric will probably shrink slightly given the quality, so it would become a really tight t-shirt and probably really only get worn once if I was to purchase this as my basic white tee. It just wouldn't be comfortable after a couple of wears. This is a brand that I love. It is called Tani. It's a New Zealand brand. It's sustainable clothing. It is more expensive. I think the price point on these t-shirts are about $44. I do wear this more underneath jackets, and when it requires just a little bit more formality and a little bit more shape so that it's not too bulky under your jackets. So for me, I will wear this. I can dress it up quite nicely with my necklace. I can also put on with this neckline, could quite easily put on my little choker. And then I would use this as a staple underneath many a jacket, simply because it gives me the nice line. So it's a nice structure through the top here. It's made out of beechwood, so it's a sustainable fabric. You can only buy it in boutiques, but when I see this brand, I will go in and see if they do have a sale. Highly recommend this. A lot of people don't like it, especially if they're trying to disguise their tummy, because it is quite firm fitting. So for someone that's not their problem area, this is a great t-shirt. This is an H&M t-shirt. So this price point would have been quite low, probably $10, $15. I really liked it because of the colour. I don't have a white one in this. I really liked the soft pink. I don't wear it that much. The reason I don't wear it is because it's got a pocket on here, which complicates things when I put nice necklaces on. I've also already washed it a couple of times and it just doesn't sit properly. The neckline's not quite right. This is all out of shape. So I see it now, it's more like a t-shirt that I'd wear to bed, unfortunately. It has got the scoop. There's lots of things I liked about it, but when I bought it, it's only lasted a couple of washes, and it's something that I don't go to unless it's just for around to duck up the shops or around the yard. So it's not a good investment. So yeah, just consider all these little things when you're purchasing your t-shirt so that you do get the wear out of it and you are investing in something that is worth it. Okay, thank you for watching my basic white tee kind of all over the place video. My next video will be on how to utilise basic white tee and then what you can put over it and how you can dress it up both as formal or informal as you want it to be. So see you next time.